shocked and surprised that what's happening. The Indian serving officers were being caught. The whole network of RSS and Bajrang Dal and BJP was being dismantled, exposed. And suddenly, and you see, the all-bomb blast by Hindu terrorists. Lieutenant Colonel Prohit gave RDX for Samjhauta blast. ATS to court. Anti-terrorism.
Times of India reports this.
Anti-terrorism police, whose head was Prohit, his head was Kurkure, who was killed. He tells the court, all bomb blast by Hindu terrorists. Lieutenant Colonel Prohit gave RDX. Now,
60 kg of RDX.
60 kilograms of RDX. Now, this was a headline in Times of India. Can you imagine this? So, when these kind of headlines started to come in the middle of November, and then on November 26th, threat to blow up ATF chief house. And again, this is an Indian media which is saying the ATS chief, the police officer, was receiving threat that we'll blow up your house, we'll kill you in 2 days. And they did.
They did it, yes.
See the timeline. We have discussed the timeline before. On November 15th, headline was Hindu extremists behind Samjhauta Ajmer blasts. That's November 15th. Things are building up now. November 15th again, shocking first. Woman held in a 2002 Gujarat riot case.
November 15th.
November 15th. See the build up.
Yeah.
November 13th, Malignon blast UP religious leader on NDA dropout. November 13th again, there was another news item on November 13th, again suggesting the same nexus. And November 29th, after the Mumbai thing, Kurkure's wife declines Modi's compensation offer.
Now this is a big story.
Our sympathies to her. Her husband killed by the Hindu fascists. She knows it pretty well. She knows it very well. Her husband, she has been widowed by Hindu fascists, by Narendra Modi and his mercenaries.
That was the reason she refused the compensation. So basically, there's a build-up, there's a step-by-step.
It is now proven beyond doubt. There is absolutely no doubt about this, that entire Mumbai drama was orchestrated by Hindu fascists, RAW and Mossad. And as Misra writes, it is a fight for the heart and soul of the Indian Federation. The hardliners are trying to create a larger alliance between Indians, Israelis and Americans against Pakistan.
Maybe they're being funded by RAW.
This is exactly what has happened. This is we are going to discuss when we come forward, when we discuss the dossier, the supposed proof that the Indians give against Pakistan. We'll discuss that later.
There's another important point here. It says Interpol. Where's the evidence? That's what the Interpol says. So
see, on December 23, almost after a month of Mumbai attacks, the Interpol comes to Pakistan and goes to India and says, where is the evidence? Interpol was still waiting after a month for the evidence, and still we find no Interpol involvement in it. Interpol has been sidelined. They've got absolutely no intelligence, no information, no proof of this so-called Pakistan's involvement in Mumbai.
It says in what is clearly a blow to India's case against Pakistan, Interpol today has confirmed, this is December 23rd, confirmed that India has so far not provided any real evidence to back up their allegations that the Mumbai attackers came from Pakistan.
And you keep this in mind, this is almost after a month. And very interestingly, there's another Indian, there's a writer, analyst, Gautam Adhikari, very famous, and he writes a very interesting comment on what happened in Mumbai. And remember, this is Indian, this is Hindu, and this is the nationalist. And he says, the RSS and Mossad are responsible. They killed Hemant Kurkure, Mumbai ATS chief, to send a message that you cannot investigate it. You cannot investigate the Mossad RSS angle.
Then who is basically investigating this case in particular? And is it CIA? Is it RAW?
You see, now nobody...
Pakistan has offered their services, we can be a part of the team.
This is what is happening.
And they do not accept that. They say, we have given you enough proof, hand over these people.
Indians just cannot allow Pakistani intelligence sleuths to go and join the common investigation. Pakistan is offering, we'll send our investigators, let's bring the proof together, we'll sit together and we'll see what you have got. But Indians would never do this. Why they would never do this? Because Indians are saying is RSS and Mossad killed the police chief because they do not want anybody to investigate them. How can they allow anyone from Pakistan to go, despite the fact they're saying Pakistan is involved, but they're not allowing, they're not sharing any intelligence, they're not allowing any joint investigation.
I think they should be given this dossier then.
They will be seeing this dossier
soon.
And they have already seen it, and I'm sure they've enjoyed it.
Moving on.
Now we come to the very interesting statement, and this is the icing on the cake. This is the funniest part of it. You see, what the Indian says, that the lone surviving terrorist Ajmal Kasab, so-called, is from Pakistani village in province of Punjab. And he's a 4th grade dropout. The name of the village, which they say, almost 99% of the people in the village are almost illiterate.
I haven't even heard the name, by the way.
And almost illiterate farmers. And this boy is supposedly a 4th grade dropout. It's impossible that he speaks English. And it's even more impossible that he would understand Hindi, the Indian language. He writes a statement. A statement is written. And the last line of this statement is, and I read, my statement is read over to me. In brackets, I've written myself in English. And the next is explained in Hindi, and it is correctly recorded. Now,
this is Ajmal Kasab saying.
This is Ajmal Kasab saying in the last line. You see, the question is, if the statement was written for him in Urdu, why would he have to say it has been explained to me in Hindi? What kind of terrorist 4th grader dropout of Pakistani village school is that he understands English and Hindi and not Urdu? Because he is saying categorically, my statement has been read over to me in English and explained in Hindi. He has not talked about Urdu. Pakistanis speak Urdu, not English, not Hindi, especially the 4th grader dropouts from the rural village.
Rural village somewhere,
schools.
yeah.
So this is where we come. You see, now we have comprehensively discussed the entire background of Indian Hindu fascism, how they are controlling the Indian state and police and intelligence services and their political structure now, how they orchestrated the Mumbai thing. And after this, we come to the so-called dossier that the Indians gave to Pakistan as proof that Pakistan is involved in this act. And that is the most hilarious part of the entire episode. Let's come to that.
Now, let me ask you this question. It was, I read a lot about it in the newspapers, and the Americans basically, I can't quote exactly which newspaper was it, but maybe in a lot of them, that if the Americans knew about the attack, which was supposedly supposed to happen in India, which was most probably the Mumbai terrorist attack, why didn't they inform the Pakistanis?
You see, this is the funny part, because the Indian media and the American officials have officially said this, that they knew about this.
It's on record, it's official.
It's on record,
yeah.
Everything is written in dossier as well. That
and
they
not once, twice.
Twice. They had warned the Indians of possible seaborne attack on Mumbai.